LA Theatre Works presents Seven by Paula Cizmar, Catherine Filou, Gail Kriegel, Carol K. Mack, Ruth Margraf, Anna Deavere Smith, and Susan Yankowitz. Directed by Judy Ann Elder. Starring Shannon Holt, Jossara Jinaro, Alex Kingston, Emily Kuroda, Sameerah Luqmaan-Harris, Annet Mahendru, and Sarah Shahi. 7 women give voice to the voiceless. 7 is a documentary play created with the support of Vital Voices Global Partnership and is a collaboration between the playwrights and 7 female activists from around the globe, telling inspiring stories of overcoming adversity to effect real change and improve the lives of women. And now, 7, recorded live in Los Angeles at UCLA's James Bridges Theatre in January 2017. Produced by LA Theatre Works in association with Vital Voices Global Partnership.
Hafsat Abiola, Nigeria.
Musokoa, Cambodia.
Laura Alonso, Argentina.
Inez McCormack, Northern Ireland.
Farida Azizi, Afghanistan.
Marina Pisklakova-Parker, Russia.
Mukhtar Mai, Pakistan.
So now we're sitting round together in North Belfast, in a small dark room, in a community hall. Sewage coming up the sinks, and all these women, they've survived the worst, you know. And we're reading the Declaration of Human Rights out loud. Till we get to the word inalienable. And it's hard to pronounce, so they start laughing and think I said alien, and that maybe I'm talking about outer space. And I say, it's hard to spell too. But what does it mean anyhow? One woman asks me. That word, inalienable, it means all these rights we're reading, they're part of every human being. Another asks, what do we have to do to get these rights? They're yours, I tell them. She looks at me, amazed, and says, well, that's the best fucking kept secret in the whole world.
In my position as the head of Argentina's anti-corruption office, I like to question all those who say that cannot be changed. That's why I dedicated myself to electoral politics in Argentina. I voted for marriage equality, dignity, democracy, and I am profoundly convinced in liberty. I usually wake up at 6. I check emails, read the papers online, and listen to the radio. I go out to do some exercise very early in the park. It is my time to look at the sky, enjoy fresh air, and exercise. I send a lot of emails very early to give instructions to my team. When I was in Congress, I trained myself. Twitter, Facebook, TV, and radio. More people were able to know me, my opinions, and my work because of social media. At my office, I receive business people, congresspersons, mayors, ambassadors, NGOs. Sometimes they bring information about potential corruption cases to us study and investigate. It is difficult to see me a complete day sitting at my office. My cell phone is an extension of my body. It is the most important working tool I have.
In the night wind, when I think of home, I think of mountain shadows, as I hide in the borders of Afghanistan to walk so many times at night. It is the faces of the women that will always move me, guide my footsteps through the landmines. I see a woman giving birth all by herself. Under Taliban, doctors are forbidden to treat women, and women cannot be trained as doctors. I see her face as she dies in front of my eyes. I panic. What can I do? The only way to bring basic health care to these women is to walk. Sometimes at night, to regions so remote, so I smuggle myself and my 2 small sons under my burqa to bring health care. Sometimes the burqa is a good thing to disguise myself. When I feel the mujahideen watching me across the mountains, I find they're not all against women. Sometimes they tell us where the landmines are or not to go a certain way. There might be thieves.
At my son's school in Moscow, he was 7 years old, first grade. We mothers would let the kids go in, and then we would stand around and talk about school and other things. I was assigned to the Institute for Socioeconomic Studies of the Population at the time. And one morning, I am talking to 2 other women. One is a homemaker, the other is a computer programmer. I say, I am doing a survey at the Institute, and we have these letters coming in, women talking about domestic violence. They didn't know what it meant. When I was growing up in the Soviet Union, no one talked of such things. We did not even have words for it. So I explained that it is when husbands are controlling, jealous, when they put you down and won't let you speak to other women or your family, isolating you. And the emotional abuse, the psychological pressure slowly comes to physical abuse, and sometimes not so slowly. And after I explained to them, both of them say their husbands are abusing them. One for 6 years, one for 10. I feel something sinking inside me. Later, the one who is a homemaker calls me, crying. She tells me her husband was putting on his suit and a button came off, and he picked up his shoe and slammed her in the face in front of the children. I asked her, why don't you just leave him? She says, where would I go? So I start calling social services. I call different agencies and I ask, who can help a woman in a situation like this? And everywhere, the answer is no one. It's a private matter. Well, I'm not ready to accept that. So I get an office and a phone and set up a domestic violence hotline. Actually, I call it a trust line because all the women could do is trust.
In Cambodia, Kmok are malicious spirits and Pralung is the soul. All these years, I did not know that in our culture, we are supposed to have 19 souls. Every part of our body has a soul. Hair, feet. I ask victims of trafficking, when did you lose the soul? They say their souls left when the trafficker took them away from their families, that their souls are still in the rice field. When you are raped, you lose your pralung. Someone takes it away. I have been working with trafficked women since I became Minister of Women's Affairs in 1998. Until that time, only men held that position. The first thing I did was challenge an old Cambodian proverb. A man is gold. A woman is a white piece of cloth. Think of it. If you drop a piece of gold in the mud, you can clean it and it will be shinier than before. But if a piece of cloth is stained, it is ruined. You've lost your virginity. You cannot be a white piece of cloth. Each year, more than 30,000 Cambodian children are forced into prostitution. Girls as young as 11 are tricked, promised jobs to help their poor families, then taken away to become sex workers.
How did I come to speak out for the women of Africa? Well, I was in the US, and you know how American society is. I mean, very nice people, but often they don't know a lot about any other place. Even other parts of America or Canada, the nearest neighbor. So what is the chance they're going to know about Nigeria and care?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?